Hi kids, this is Mrs. Gress. I'm going to show you today what pages you're going to put in your composition book for this week and how to do those pages. So you will need your reading composition book. Today you'll need a pair of scissors and a glue stick. And you're going to need this worksheet, which is also in your folder. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut out the parts of this worksheet that we're going to put in your composition book. So this part has a rectangle around it, and you're going to cut out around that rectangle. You can leave a little tiny margin around those black lines if you want to. That'll make it probably look a little neater than trying to cut right on the black lines. And then after you have that cut out, you're also going to cut out this sentence. This sentence was from the story that you already listened to called First Day Jitters. And we're going to cut out this sentence also. So there's not a rectangle, but I'm just going to cut a rectangle around this sentence. Don't cut it too close. You don't want to accidentally cut off any letters or punctuation. Once you have those cut out, then you can get rid of your scrap paper. And you'll need to get a glue stick. So we're going to glue this page in right inside the cover. This doesn't have a rectangle with an X on the back of it, but you've glued enough pages into your composition books now that you should know how to do this. So you're going to put glue around the edge and in an X on the middle of the paper. Then flip it over and you're going to line up the edge of the paper with this red line right here. All right, and this page right here describes the 4 activities that you're going to be doing with this sentence. So we're going to turn the page, and I'm going to leave the back of that blank, and I'm going to glue this sentence at the top of the next page. Don't put it right in the middle. We're going to put it at the top because we're going to divide this page into 4 boxes for the 4 activities. So this sentence I'm going to put right across the top like this. I'm going to leave a little bit of space around the edge to make sure that this doesn't stick out, because I don't want any of that sentence to stick out of the book. And then I'm going to take a pencil. You're done with the glue now. And I'm going to draw a line down the center. You can use a ruler if you want to. If you're not very good at making straight lines, you can make a line down the center of your composition book page. And then we're going to make a line across the middle of the composition book page, like this. Now, each of these 4 boxes we're going to label for each of these 4 activities. So we're going to put day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4 in these boxes. So I'm going to label this day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. Now, if you would like to do these assignments on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you are welcome to, or you can do them in whatever order you want or whichever day you want. You can do more than one a day if you wish. You just need to make sure that you have all 4 of these assignments written on this page. So let's do day 1 right now. What do you notice about this sentence? You might see exciting words, figurative language, the type of sentence, or even special parts of speech. Write down what you notice. All right, so I'm going to give you some examples of what I notice about this sentence. You can choose a couple of these things to write down. Now, this second line isn't part of the sentence. This just tells what book the sentence comes from. First Day Jitters is the book that the sentence is in. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. All right, so one of the things I notice about this is that it begins with a capital and ends with a period. has to have a capital at the beginning and punctuation at the end to count as a complete sentence. I also noticed that it is about Sarah, so it has a proper noun in it. Sarah is a proper noun. It's capitalized. Sarah would be capitalized even if it weren't the first word of the sentence, even if it were in the middle of the sentence, because it's a person's name. So I noticed that it has a proper noun. I also noticed that it has this funny word clammy in it. You may not know what clammy means, but you can either figure out about what clammy means by using the context of the sentence in the story, or you can look it up in a dictionary, or you may be able to figure out the meaning based on some word parts. You can also figure out the part of speech of this because it ends in a Y, and it is a describing word for her hands. Cold and clammy are two words that are being used to describe Sarah's hands. So I know that cold, clammy are both adjectives. Hands is a noun. Words that describe a noun are called adjectives. So cold, clammy are adjectives. And is a conjunction. It is a word that connects other words or phrases or sentences together. So and is a conjunction. Were is the verb in this sentence. And Sarah's hands is the subject of the sentence. Hands is a noun. Sarah is a noun because it's a person, place, or thing. So Sarah is a person, hands is a thing. And I noticed that in this sentence we've got an apostrophe S. This apostrophe S in this sentence is for possessive. Apostrophe S on the end of a word means possessive. That means that something belongs to Sarah or Sarah possesses it. If you possess something, then you have it. Sarah in this sentence possesses hands, like we all do. So Sarah's hands means that this sentence is talking about her hands. Now, I just made several observations of the sentence about parts of speech, about the subject and predicate, about the adjectives, and about the possessive noun. So you need to write down some observations about this sentence, and you can use observations that I just gave, or you can write your own observations down here for day 1.